better lighting. I'm still working on that. I kind of want to set up my room so it's easier to have a nice space to talk to you guys on. Anyway, so I had a really good time at the Open. I'm gonna have a good weekend coming up. My friend's 30th birthday dinner is tomorrow night at a really nice like steak and seafood restaurant. Then Friday night I'm going with a couple of my girlfriends to Scottsdale Fashion Week. I'm kind of interested to check that out. I think it's a newer thing. I don't know how many years they've done it, but it's newer. They do have a Phoenix Fashion Week in the fall, which I haven't yet gone to. I want to go to this fall, but I'm so excited to check out Scottsdale Fashion Week. We're gonna go Friday night after we do like a little dinner, and they're doing Friday nights like more the swimsuit summer type thing for the runways, so it'll be fun. It's at the W. I'm gonna do that, and I want to tell you guys I'm so excited. I finally finished my grad school applications. I felt like it took me forever to do that. For some people it's probably not as bad, but I have 2 college degrees, but then in the mix of that I've gone to 3 different community colleges and just took like a couple classes here and there throughout, you know, the years. So I feel like it just takes forever to get all my official transcripts sent to all the schools I want to apply to and yada yada. You know, you gotta pay all the fees. You have to just, like one school I had to do 2 different applications, and one had to be totally verified before I could start the second application, and just a lot of little things. You have to have your resume, of course, and my references. I had to get a couple of references from professors at from nursing school, and I got those. It was just like a lot of little odds and ends of things. So I applied to 2 master's programs and a doctorate. I'm just gonna see like what I get into first before I make any final decisions. For the doctorate application, I had to have the references from my professors, but I also had to write 2 different essays. One, mainly why, you know, I'd be a good candidate for doctorate school, you know, how I can help serve the nursing profession as a whole, and why I think I'll be successful in the program. The second paper was what I would propose for my my DNP project. The DNP stands for Doctor of Nursing Practice. So what I would propose for my DNP project, which that was a little harder to write because I haven't really thought about if I do my doctorate, like my doctorate project, what I would even do. So I thought a lot about it. I still really like, hey, don't bite that. He's biting my magazine. I'm gonna show you guys. Anyway, so I haven't really thought about a lot about like what I want to do for my project, if I even do a doctorate project. And I narrowed it down to 2 different things. One definitely being like the opioid epidemic hits home to me. Where I come from, it's a huge issue. It's really a huge issue everywhere though in America right now. Something dear to my heart. Yeah, I've lost friends that with those issues. So that would be definitely one of them I'm thinking of. Another one that I just researched that I ended up writing the paper on was basically I really love like new technology with brain scanning and brain imaging and EEGs. That's more of a recent thing, especially in psych and the neuro field as a whole. So I'm really more interested in that. Long story short, basically your brain has waves that go through your brain that are just naturally there. There's different types of waves, the way the neurons interact with each other in your brain. And there's a way, you know, studying the imaging when you're hooked up to like an EEG, for example, to look at those waves, and then if there's a way to manipulate, for example, there's been studies done that alpha waves help counteract depression and those kind of things. And so if there's a way we can manipulate to just increase more of those alpha waves, which could have a positive effect on the brain, which could help fight depression, for example. I just think it's a really interesting tool that needs to be researched more, make sure there's, you know, not more side effects that we're not seeing and that kind of thing. But it would be a really great adjunct tool to medication, because medication, especially psych meds, I feel like they're a little bit behind compared to, like, say, heart meds or something. And there's just a lot of side effects. It depends on your illness, it depends on what medication you're on. I mean, there's so many variables, but in general, there's a lot of side effects with antidepressants, but in particular antipsychotic meds. There's so many metabolic issues that go on. You know, you're more prone to pre-diabetes, which we already have enough of in this country. Just things like that, you know, weight gain and all that don't get addressed, I guess, as well as they could. And so the brain waves and manipulating naturally brain waves that are already there could be a really useful tool if it can help fight depression, for example, without having, like, hopefully those negative side effects of medications. So, and in particular antipsychotic meds, if you're schizophrenic or schizoaffective or that kind of thing, they treat what they call the positive symptoms. Positive symptoms meaning like visual hallucinations, auditory hallucinations, you know, those kind of things. They treat those symptoms, but then they don't treat the negative symptoms, which is like depression, flat affect, you know, low energy, like all those other symptoms. They don't really treat those, though. They just start treating the positive symptoms of the disease. So with the brain waves, it's I'm excited about it because it could treat both and have less side effects ultimately. I don't know if the pharmaceutical companies will like that, but you know, it is what it is. So that's what I ended up writing my project on. My paper proposing that project to apply to grad school. So, but anyway, I applied to 2 master's programs for my psychiatric nurse practitioning and 1 doctorate program, also psychiatric nurse practitioning. So I'm waiting to see, first of all, if I get in, where I get in, before I decide. It's a tough decision. I still haven't decided if I get into both or all 3 programs. I know the 2 out of the 3 programs that I like the most for sure. One's a master, one's a doctorate. But I just don't know. Part of me really wants my doctorate, and I just want to give my patients the best care. I feel like I could do that better with a doctorate. I want to be able to have the credentials in the field, both with MDs, medical doctors, and other nurse practitioners. I want to have that credential to state my opinion and not have anyone be above me, and just be peers in that aspect of the profession. You know, go toe-to-toe with any MD or NP if I want to or need to, and have the credentials to do that. And also with the DNP, the Doctor of Nursing Practice, you do have more opportunities for research-based endeavors, where I will be mainly in the practice setting. I mean, I want to treat patients and that kind of thing, but it would be nice to be able to conduct research or help with research if I want to. You know, there's a lot of exciting things in this field that are coming out, so those are kind of the reasons why I'm leaning towards more of a doctorate. But at the same time, you know, it's more money, a good amount more money in loans. It's the doctorate program, actually, the one I'm looking into, is really, I start 4 months earlier than I would the master's program, so that gives me a little leeway, and then it's only 8 months, it's only 8 months after, or longer. It's only 8 months longer than the master's program would be, so it's not terrible, because the timeline after you get your master's, if you want to go back and get your doctorate, I feel like it's like another 2 years, so for an extra 8 months, if I started it now, isn't that bad. But I also have to think about the money, and that's if you do your DNP project all on time. You know, if you slack on getting that project done or getting those clinicals done for the program, I mean, you're gonna graduate later. So all things to think about, but I'm really excited that I'm done with the application process, and now I'm just waiting to hear back from the schools, and I can go from there. What else did I want to tell you guys? Anyway, so I also wanted to give you guys an update on my NPC training and how that's going. So I've been with this trainer, or this company really, for over 3 months now, going on 4 months. I love it. It's helped me greatly. I've always been a gym person. I know how to work out and strength train already. I have a good basis for that. but it really helped. It keeps me motivated. The one thing I actually underestimated, I think, is that we do group training, which I really love. It's me and like a couple girls that always train together when we're training, not just like a one-on-one thing, and I actually love that. I think you just get to meet more of the girls that are going to the gym. You get to have that camaraderie. You know, you're working out together. It's just a great atmosphere, I think, and I kind of underestimated that going into it as far as how much that would really have a positive impact on me and just make me more excited to go to the gym and have like those friendships with the girls. You know, talk to the trainers and that kind of thing. So I really am happy, so happy that I've been training with them. They help motivate me to kind of keep my diet consistent and just, you know, strive for better things. So as an update on the NPC show, I'm going to do my first probably bikini NPC show in July. So my prep won't start until technically start, as my trainer says. I'm prepping now. But my actual prep, like my 12-week prep, won't start until the end of April, and then I would do the show in July. So I have like 2 months in between then to just get my schedule a little bit better, so I'm not so busy, and just get ready to rock it when the prep starts. So I'm very excited for that. I could not be happier. I love fitness. It's what I do for me. It makes me happy. It makes me feel better. It makes my clothes fit better. I mean, it's just, I love it. I really, really do. So, and I've been getting more into nutrition, and that's been fun. Nutrition is a science, obviously, as well, and I'm a science person, so you know, I like to read about nutrition, and I've been getting more into that, which also actually can correlate to my practice in the future with patients, you know, because I think nutrition is highly, highly underlooked in the medical profession, where it's mainly just disease process and pharmaceuticals and that kind of thing. I like to look at the person holistically and look at different things like exercise, diet, you know, lifestyle, and that kind of thing. So I think it'll help with that too. And also I wanted to show you guys a couple of my current favorite things. So let's see, hopefully the light's like not terrible, but so where do I start? This is a new thing I got. It's raw protein and greens, and I got it at Sprouts. It's 20 grams of protein with 6 veggies. It's an organic plant formula. Organic spinach, kale, broccoli, and alpha grass. Let me just put this down so this makes more sense to have it like this. So yeah, it's raw protein and greens. It has organic plant formula, organic spinach, kale, broccoli, and alfalfa grass juice. Raw, vegan, gluten-free, dairy-free, soy-free. I got it at Sprouts. It's really, really good. It has, let's see, it's just raw organic plant formula, so the protein's all from plant-based protein. So it has like organic peas, organic sprouted brown rice, chai, navy beans, lentil beans, and garbanzo beans. They're all organic. And then it has all organic greens, which is the organic alfalfa grass juice, spinach, kale, and broccoli, carrot, and beets. And also, which I really like, and I need like probiotics for different GI things, but it has 1.5 billion live probiotics and 13 enzymes, which, you know, a lot of protein powders and that kind of stuff don't include. So this is one of my new favorite things. I will say I've had this in a smoothie. I have to do a little bit more into my smoothie to make it taste a little bit better. I think this doesn't taste quite as good as like if I just put like chocolate protein powder in a smoothie. This I can tell a little bit that I'm using it. It just has a little bit different taste. Not bad, but I would just suggest putting like a little more cinnamon in the smoothie, or just something to help a little bit mask the taste a little bit, because it's not quite as good as the protein but it's so much better for you. I love it. I do love vegan food, or vegan like supplements. I'm not gonna go vegan totally because I can't try vegan for the first time and also try and prep for an NPC show for the first time. It's just like not smart. So to do like all those things at once. So I'm gonna do my first NPC show at this point, go from there. But at some point down the road, I would like to try going vegan, at least just for like a short amount of time, just to see if I like it and that kind of thing. So I will be doing that in the future, just not right now, and you know, I just have other things going on. So 2 other of my favorite things that I have are, one, this book is called Perfectly Yourself, Discovering God's Dream for You. It's a New York Times bestselling author, Matthew Kelly, and I actually got this book when I was leaving church a while ago now. They were giving them out. I love it. It's not like a religious book. I mean, in a sense that it's more just talks about just finding your perfect self and getting past like all these other obstacles, all these, you know, things in your mind that are self-defeating and that kind of thing. I've only read, I think, about 45 pages. How long is it? It's like 200 something pages. It's very good, you guys. I really, really highly suggest this book. It's really, really good. And I'm not a big book reader. I hate to say that, but I'm not. I'll read mainly because it's for school. And then on my free time, I really would much rather probably read like magazine articles, research articles, just more condensed stuff on the daily. Another thing that I got, also at Sprouts actually, is a magazine. It's called Clean Eating Special Edition Healthy Foods, and it's 150 ways to enjoy our top 25 superfoods, improve brain power, immunity, and energy, lose weight, boost happiness. So this is one of my favorite magazines right now, and it has a bunch of, it just goes through like different, well, one, it has a lot of meals in here and like recipes that are really good, but also it has like each thing, like this is on cinnamon, it has different, you know, dark chocolate, cherries, it has like different fruits, like different peppers and stuff, like cayenne. Just goes through different things, but it gives you like a little blurb about like each thing, why this fruit or why this spice is really good for you, what are all the benefits of it, and that kind of thing. So I really enjoy reading that, and then with it, it has like recipes for each fruit or spice or whatever it's talking about. So this is a really good magazine. And then my other favorite, last but not least, one of my friends from back home, if you want to call him that, he started a clothing line, which I'm so proud of. He's always been an artist, always, you know, drawing, writing poetry, just, you know, English type major person. So I'm really happy that he's finally kind of branching out and doing his own thing, and he just started a clothing line, which is really dope. I love it. I just got a sweatshirt from there. I'll show you. It's a red sweatshirt. It's got this badass heart on it. I love like the white crow. It just looks really bomb. Just looks super sick. And then on the back it just has like a little, it has like I'm in Pure, which is his brand. But super sick. There's other stuff on his website. Again, he just started it this past year. So I will link that in the description below if you guys want to check him out. He's a really talented artist, and I'm really excited to see what things are to come with him and his clothing line and his brand. Alright, you guys, I gotta go to job numero dos today, and my home health job. I just finished up at the hospital this past weekend. Really excited. I've been working Saturday, Sunday, Monday nights, which, you know, all my friends have like the weekends off, so I can never hang out with them half the time, or I will, but it'll be like a Friday night or, you know, early Saturday real quick or something. But my director just texted me and said that I will be having weekends off very soon. In a couple weeks, I think I'll change my schedule. I don't know what it's gonna be yet, but it'll be 3 weeknights a week, with every weekend off. It'll just be so nice. I'm so excited. I can't wait. So happy. So persistence pays off. Hope you guys are having a good week, and I will be vlogging more soon and shortly, and not so, you know, many gaps in between. I know it's been a while since I've vlogged, so I want to change that. I want to start making hopefully like weekly videos and that kind of thing. So stay tuned, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.